6 West Midlands men have just 4 weeks to become male strippers and perform 2 dance routines to a paying audience.
It's a beautiful day.
They'll get to keep any money from ticket sales, so promoting the event is vital. They've decided to call themselves Bare Essentials to reflect how they've been affected by the credit crunch.
I really can't wait to do it, and well, I get more excited every day.
2 weeks into rehearsals, and their choreographer Jenny has upped the pressure.
If one person gets it wrong, I know it's not fair on everybody else doing it again, but it makes you more of a team, okay? So if someone gets it wrong, you let everybody down. Jack, seriously, if someone gets it wrong, yeah, everyone gets it wrong, and that means you're working as a team.
Come on, dudes, man.
Right?
It's because we have a laugh and that we don't concentrate enough, and she cracks a bit more. We're going to do it better, are we?
Ready?
Come on.
Jenny is trying to teach the boys their main routine. It begins by them opening and closing a newspaper and then walking into line. Pretty simple, you would have thought.
I don't need just standing still. No. Okay, do it again. Got a little bit more time. A little bit more time.
It's a hell of a lot to learn. You don't realise, do you? You think you're just going to get up there and wiggle about and that, but you ain't really. You got a lot to do. Hell of a lot to do.
Now they're on to swaying, and Jack is getting frustrated.
If anybody gets anything wrong, you start from the beginning straight away.
It was proper stepped up today. Some people was getting annoyed, as you know, like Jack, he was getting a bit angry.
And again, from the beginning. Go, 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 go. Ready? Make a good one. Newspaper up, Lee. Ah, start again. Right, and again, and again, and again. From the beginning. Let's go, let's go.
It's been a tough day, and 2 unexpected visitors are turning up. As they arrive, Jenny makes a slight change to the routine, prompting Jack to finally lose his cool.
Keeps having a go, saying, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do that, do it right, do that. You know what I mean? Everyone has a go at you, and then you can't do it right because the things ain't there for you to do it right. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say.
From the sidelines, the visitors aren't impressed. And they should know. They're both professional strippers.
There's the one guy going off and having a little bit of a tantrum, you know. That needs to stop. Because they do need to pull together on stage, otherwise they're not going to look right. Because if you've got one that's flying high or throwing his dummy out the pram sort of thing, it's not good. It's not going to help everybody else. Because you might find that somebody else will do the same thing, before you know it, they've split.
But the strippers are really here to pass on some tips.
Right. These are stripper boots, they've been known as now. These are New Rock boots. These give you probably won't be wearing these on the night, but anything with a little bit more than shoes, they look okay when you've got nothing on. One of your most important things, lotion, oil.
What's that for? We call it instant abs.
Yeah.
You put it on your body,
gives us a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, chest like that.
I would actually, with your hairs there, I would wax that.
Yeah,
I ain't doing that, no chance.
I would at
For
least
one night show, I waxing my chest.
You know the problem you're going to have if you put oil or lotion on that chest. That's going to all mat up.
Yeah. Oh, I've put it on there.
You can have an afro on your chest.
You're forgetting, we're rank amateurs. We're only ever going to do this once, and that's it, finished.
You think you're going to do it once? I mean, you might like it, you know.
When they brought their equipment out earlier, I think it really hit home to Tony what he got himself into for. It's not just the dance, it's everything that's involved with doing the dance.
Calm down.
Hell's teeth, is that what I think
right,
it is?
This is the cock pump. You've got several types of these, depends on how big you are. Right, every lad wants to believe he's going to fill that and maybe more, you know. We don't always use these. Most strippers would have them, but not every stripper needs them. They can be dangerous. Yeah. If you over-pump your manhood, it can get too big and explode, pop blood vessels.
I don't mind doing what we're doing.
If you don't want to do that, that's not a problem.
I don't want any part of that.
Tony can take no more. This is something he wasn't expecting.
The one that I thought was totally inappropriate and totally unnecessary was the penis pump. because, as the guy said, you might think of doing this as a full-time occupation. I thought, hang on a minute, we're all out-of-work tradesmen and sort of general factory hands. Why the hell would we want to do that when we've got trades and jobs that we can go to? So I found the whole thing totally superfluous and slightly tacky, so I just quietly left.
Tony Levy is a man of colourful opinions.
This Christmas tree, in one form or another, has been here for 10 years. The bay windows opposite are open during the day, and in the summer months, this gets turned on and it winds up the locals, which just enhances my reputation as a nutcase in the area.
Tony moved to the West Midlands from London's East End more than 20 years ago. He's been a qualified electrician for nearly 40 years. Redundancy has been hard to accept.
The outlook in the industry for this part of the West Midlands is pretty bleak. Normally, there's always something going on somewhere if you dig deep enough, but I've dug right to the bottom of the barrel and there's nothing out there whatsoever.
Redundancy has done nothing for Tony's confidence.
I don't drink, I don't smoke. I can't remember the last time I took the wife out for a meal. In 31 years of marriage, we've had 3 holidays, and the last one was last year, which the children paid for our 30th wedding anniversary. They paid for that. My children paid for that. That tells you a lot about my children, all 6 of them. Let's see what we've got in here first. I've had to resort to do car boot sales, clear the garage in the loft out, my workshop. Got bills coming in, no money to pay them. It's desperate. I'm worried sick that I cannot be a competent father and husband to my children and my wife and provide for them from the day that I took my marriage vows to honour and cherish and look after my wife and family. I've been put in a situation by these arseholes where I can't provide for my family, and it's not for the want of trying. I'm a trained, qualified tradesman, and there's nothing I can do about it. I feel so bloody incompetent. There's nothing I can do.
1, 2, 3, 4. Right, guys, Lee, back
As the
to
group
you.
edge closer to the main event, the initial enthusiasm is starting to wear off. Jenny is giving a 4-hour dance class, but with an hour to go, the numbers start to dwindle. First, Jack leaves early because of band practice. Then Vass leaves because he's tired. 20 minutes later, Andy goes. He wants to watch a football match on TV. Jenny is not impressed.
Do you all agree with me, and I'll reiterate this on Thursday, that unless someone's really ill, or unless there's something that was booked ages ago that they can't get out of, every single person in this team should be here. If we don't sort it out now, it may be, oh, well, we've done that routine. I can leave early today. Or we're only doing freestyle today, so I can have a bit of a relax.
We still haven't got the first one right, yeah. I'm getting more and more nervous as it gets close, I must admit.
I think it's about being committed to the project.
That's it.
100%.
Yeah.
None of them have got a good enough excuse to not be here.
The following day, the gym session is also poorly attended.
Nice one, and again. Yeah, and again. Okay, good, all right.
Lee has a driving lesson, Vass is training on his own, and Andy is suffering from the night before.
Swings, mate, there's good swings.
It's a little bit disappointing because I like it. When we started off, the talk was that the guys would be together. I just sense a little bit of the camaraderie kind of drifting away, really.
10 days before the big show, Andy and Tony arrive at the local cafe with the tickets.
12, 16.
Mark, though, has other things on his mind.
Are we all going to the gym now, or...?
I'm not training, I'm not well today. So.
You're not training then, and
No.
You're not training?
No.
You're going to come with us, though, or is it? Or are you off?
I'm off.
Yeah, we have the trainer once a week.
Obviously I'm 52 there. 50, 52. I counted this one, yeah.
Don't get straight. What is Mark? Minty Mark. He's a proper warrior. Just don't get stressed about it, man. Just relax, breathe nice, and just. At the end of the day, we're gonna get killed if we don't do it right. It's the end of the world.
Want to do it right?
Yeah, I do as well.
It's all about, you know what I mean? It's a big thing. You're never going to do this again.
What have you been doing?
Stop bitching. Let's just get on with it.
No, but you're just talking.
I don't feel like anybody's actually giving it the full 100%, the full Monty, so to speak, you know what I mean? And I think it's going to fall on its arse. I mean, I've had no sleep worrying about this. I know it sounds over-exaggerated, but it's fucking true.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
the important thing is to sell these, the ones we ain't getting gypsies.
But the thing is, you can sell them. They want the fucking money's worth, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
I know people laughing at me.
Supporting acts as well. When we're back in that studio tomorrow, I think we'll be all right.
We're a unit, we're supposed to all be there.
It's
We
not
don't want to.
happening.
I know, but it's for a fucking month, that's all. Well, he's supposed to be our leader, you know what I mean? I'm eternally grateful for him to put me in the troop, and that's why I thought I'd be giving him 100%, but I felt like he should be giving me 100%. He's supposed to be our leader.